Assalamualaikum and good evening. I'm Binti Berjiji Diana and all my fellow classmates. My name is Raja Nur Maria and today our group will be presenting about Malaysia Airlines Berhad, or also known as MAB. MAB was first established as Malaysian Airways Limited and MAB began its first commercial flight in 1947. In the past, MAB was owned by Tanah Melayu, which also includes Singapore. However, a year after Singapore split from Malaysia in 1966, both Malaysia and Singapore government have a share in the airlines and hence changed the name into Malaysia Singapore Airlines. The split was a crucial factor to the future of MAB, as the airline continued to become a national carrier, while Singapore Airlines become an international carrier. The cause of the split is because the Prime Minister of Singapore desired for a national carrier that truly belonged to its country. At first, Malaysia focused on exploiting its natural resources such as petroleum. Assalamualaikum and good evening. I'm Binti Berjiji Diana and all my fellow classmates. My name is Raja Nur Maria and today our group will be presenting about Malaysia Airlines Berhad, or also known as MAB. MAB was first established as Malaysian Airways Limited and MAB began its first commercial flight in 1947. In the past, MAB was owned by Tanah Melayu, which also includes Singapore. However, a year after Singapore split from Malaysia in 1966, both Malaysia and Singapore government have a share in the airlines and hence changed the name into Malaysia Singapore Airlines. The split was a crucial factor to the future of MAB, as the airline continued to become a national carrier, while Singapore Airlines become an international carrier. The cause of the split is because the Prime Minister of Singapore desired for a national carrier that truly belonged to its country. At first, Malaysia focused on exploiting its natural resources such as petroleum before attempting to compete in the Western market like what Singapore has done early on. Okay, our group will be focusing on the organisational changes that occur in March, which involve the changes of CEO. In 2015, the CEO Ahmad Jauhari Yahya was called for a resignation as he did not have the capability to bring back MAS to profitability after the two accidents of MH370 and MH17 that occurred in 2014. After he stepped down, another CEO, Christopher Muller, took over running the company. I will be passing on the floor to Amira Atila, who will be presenting about the factor that causes the changes.
Hi, I'm Amira Atila. I will be presenting the factors that influence the organizational change in Malaysia Airlines Berhad, which is the change of CEO. So, I found the external factor for the organizational change, which is MH370 and MH17 incidents and rivalry among airlines. So, during 2014, there are two major incidents that happened to MAB flights. In March 2014, the flight from KLIA, which is Kuala Lumpur International Airport, to Beijing Capital International Airport has disappeared from the radar. There are 239 passengers and they were all presumed dead because they could not find the plane. And in the flight, the majority of the passengers are Chinese, which is 153 of them. So, the Chinese tourists are now scared to use MAB service because they are afraid to face the same consequences. And 4 months later, in July 2014, another flight, which is MH17, is shut down over eastern Ukraine. The flight is from Amsterdam to KL. This flight consists of 283 passengers and 15 crews, and all of them are dead. Next, it is the rivalry among airlines. So we know that the two biggest company that is involved in aviation in Malaysia is MAB and AirAsia. So AirAsia is the strongest rival for MAB. It has won award for the best low-cost airline for 7 years. The reason for this is because it is the price point. Because MAB price is slightly higher than AirAsia. We can see that even we book a flight, people will opt for AirAsia if it's in the domestic or international. Next, the internal factors of organizational change, which is poor crisis management and financial loss. Next. AirAsia has faced the similar incidents that happened to MAB. The flight to Singapore crashed into Java Sea. During this incident, it has involved 162 passengers, and the CEO of AirAsia, which is Tony Fernandez, quickly responded through his social media, which is Twitter, to show his empathy towards the family of the victims. Meanwhile, MAB only sent SMS towards the family of the victims to notify about the incident. Next, we can see that Tony Fernandez is using his Twitter to update to the staff and also to the other passengers that were board and using AirAsia. Next, actually before MH370 and MH17 incident happened, MAB already at their lowest because it has not made an annual profit since 2010. Also, this is the amount of loss that they faced by them, which is 2.5 billion in 2011, followed by another 1.16 billion in 2013, and it has been 71 years since MAB established. So I think it is a good time to change the CEO. That's all for me. So next, Hidayah will present on the vision, mission, and corporate culture.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Nur Hidayah. Okay, so moving on to the mission, vision, and corporate cultures of MAB. Okay, under Ahmad Jahari Yahya's serving as the managing director and the CEO of MAB, the vision and the missions remain. The vision and the missions, as well as the corporate cultures, remain unchanged because these aspects were being amplified by the chairman in October 1992. As you can see, this is the vision of MAB, to be an airline of excellence, and the missions are to make Malaysia Airlines one of the leading standard bearers for the airline industry in terms of safety, efficiency, and quality of service. And the second mission is to be a profitable airline. However, after the tragedy of MH370 and MH17, Ahmad Jahari Yahya was called by the Malaysian Airline System Employees Unions, Peninsular Malaysia, or known as MASA. He was called to resign from his position from CEO. Later, when he stepped down, a new CEO was appointed, which is Christoph Muller. Under his command, Christoph Muller thinks that the vision and the mission of MAB should be stay to its previous statements. However, there are changes in corporate cultures. Christoph Muller decides to undergo massive rebranding from MAS to MAB. However, this is not enough to cover the lost reputation and the lost profit. So, 18 months later, Christoph decided to install new cabin setting and seating and upgraded new technology, catering and launch. These were being decided by Christoph because he wants to MAB to regain back the customers' trust and confidence while using
MAB Ella. So Fatiha will be explaining more about recommendation and suggestion.
So Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Fatiha binti Muhammad Huzi and I will be explaining on the recommendations and suggestions in communicating the organizational change that were made by MAB. Next. Okay. So the first step is to identify the stakeholders. So we have a few stakeholders that must be taken into considerations. So due to the incidents of MH370 and MH17, the clients and the victim's family is one of the main stakeholders, and they need to know the changes that were made by MAB. So they need to know that MAB actually made something to do the changes to prevent the same thing from happening. And the next stakeholders is business partners and investors. Okay. So in this situation, Khazanah National Berhad has been investing about 6 billion ringgit to MAB for them to build their organization from what has been happening. So it is very important for Khazanah to know of any organizational changes that had happened in MAB, especially the change of CEO from Ahmad Jawhari Yahya to Christoph Muller. So the stakeholder is publics, where public that has been following the issue from the beginning until the end. They need to know what happened and what step that has been taken by MAB to solve and improve the issue of the incidents. Next. Okay, so next we need to design the right message. First, they need to MAB need to deliver the most important information, which is the change of CEO from Ahmad Jawhari Yahya to Christoph Muller. So they also need to explain the reason of the change. So the first reason is the MH370 and MH17 tragedy. So next is the failure in gaining profits of the company. Just like what my group members have explained before, MAB or before this known as MAS has been a huge loss in their profits of the company. And thirdly, the most important thing is the need of new leadership for the better future of the organization. Next. Okay, so next is persuasive communication strategy. So what is persuasive communication strategy? Is to emphasize on the telling of why the organizational change has been made. So there are two methods in this step, which is the oral persuasive communication and also the written persuasive communication. Next. Okay. So oral persuasive communications can be done through meetings and also news announcement. So in the organization, maybe between the members of the organization, or also with the organizations and their investors, they can have meeting to tell about the organizational change that has been made. For a bigger audiences like publics, they can make a news announcement. Next. Okay, for written persuasive communication, press release, newsletters, and reports must be done by the maybe corporate department of the National Airline Berhad for the stakeholders to know better about the issue and the change that has been made. Next. Okay, and lastly is the management of external info. So, a message generated by more than one source through its external source in particular would give a greater believability and confirmation to the audience. That means when the audience see the information from more sources, they believe more on the issue that has been acknowledged by the organization. So how they do that is they can tell the issue to social media, blogs, news, and also reports from stakeholders. So as a conclusion, the change that has been made by National Airline Berhad is crucial in sustaining the profitability of the company. And also, there are many factors that has been explained and very important and crucial steps that need to be done by the organizations in order to succeed the organizational change that has been made by the Malaysia Airline Berhad. Thank you.